So, this is... That's my thing. So, this is Adam.
And this is Rachel.
And what did we just watch today?
A Ghost Story.
Now, this is a movie I'd been really excited for a long time, because the person who got me into movies, Eric Striffler, from Pretty Much It, which nobody knows but me, but I'm the only one who watches these anyway, so it's fine. Adam, you know what you're talking about. He was like raving about this movie, and he put it as his number one movie of the year, and I was like, I usually have a similar opinion to him, since he like is the part of my movie loving foundation. So, like, stop. You're going to hear that in the thing.
No, they're not.
But yes, they are. Please don't
Can
make them.
we find out?
No, I don't want to find out.
Can you hear that?
Stop. All right, and I was really excited to watch it, and I couldn't download it on Kodi. I couldn't find it on demand. It wasn't in theaters anymore, obviously. And I wasn't going to buy a DVD, but Rachel bought me the Blu-ray. So we watched it together, and I loved it. I loved it. What'd you think?
It's okay.
All right, so... I get it. If you watch this movie and you go, that was the most boring thing I've ever seen in my life, I get it. But I just, like, I got such a kick, because it felt like a movie I would make. You know what I mean? It's just really simple. It's a love story. It's got a silly chic ghost. You can tell it was made for, like, no money, except they had to build a house and, like, wreck it. Like, that's a whole thing, right? And then, like, it was just cool things. Like, if you paid close attention, you could tell, like, how time was changing with, like, the seasons and stuff. And, like, all the shots of the ghost were, like, which could have been really silly. Like, you could just looking, like, sometimes it is a little bit silly. But, like, there's a lot of shots of the ghost that are just creepy, and I love that. And it felt like such a personal, and it turns out it is a personal story. Like, it felt, like, really personal. Like, these were two real people. Wow. The Big Sick and this movie both felt really, like, personal, like, and real and authentic. Oh yeah, funny story. So I'm watching the Big Sick trailer, and I hadn't seen it before. And in my review, I was like, it just felt really real and genuine. And then in the trailer, it was like the most authentic romantic comedy, and I was like, ooh, I'm smart. But yeah, so it was just, I love this movie. It's really slow. The first half is really boring. But like, and I don't know if it's something I'm gonna watch over and over again. I definitely will watch it again though, once. And I'll try to show it to someone, I think. But, like, I could totally see someone hating this movie. I thought it was cool, creepy, and deep, and meaningful, and it was interesting. I was so interested in it. Like, once Rooney Mara moves out, I was so interested in the movie. Like, with all the different families and stuff, and, like, everything that happened, and figuring out what happened was neat, and it just, it ended exactly the way I wanted it to. I hate that when I'm watching a movie and I'm like, oh man, it has to end this way for me or else I'm not gonna like it, and it did end the way I wanted it. Rachel, didn't I tell you, I was like, spoilers, I was like, I want it to end with, like, him, like, falling down, like, you know, the sheet falling. I want that, and it did, and that made me so happy. Rachel, go ahead. What do you have to say about the movie?
It's boring, and it's really, really long.
It's not long. It's an hour and 32
was
minutes.
I done?
Okay, well, you made fun of my movie.
It wasn't your movie. Anyways, but I noticed everything that he did for the movie, and I appreciate everything that he did for the movie.
You see, okay, they can't hear you, because you see when you talk that the lines don't go up very much at all.
So, I understand everything that he did, and I appreciate it. But, oh my goodness, it was so long. Like, I closed my eyes for at least, like, 3 minutes, and then I opened them, and we were still in the same place. And I was
that's
like,
the thing.
what the heck?
This movie, especially the first half, is filled with, like, long shots that, like, will last minutes. Like, there'll be one shot where it's a minute long and nothing's happening. And I appreciated that, and it felt like a personal...
It's like...
Okay, it was a personal thing for me, because, like, I love long shots. Most of my movies are long shots. I just made it Halloween, the All Hallows Eve, which was just one big long shot. Action's one big long shot. I love just, like, long takes, and I appreciated that a lot. What were you gonna say?
But, like, it's like you appreciate it, but it's also kind of, like, I appreciate the long shots. They're cool, and they're nice, and I appreciate the effort. But it's like, you know when your grandma brings home, like, that fruitcake, and she did it out of love?
But you don't like fruitcake?
Yeah, but you don't like fruitcake.
All right, well, okay, I'm going to defend the long shots. Okay, the long shots were more towards the beginning of the movie, like when him and Rooney Mara, right?
Yeah, I'm not saying I don't like long shots.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I'm asking
long.
you, were they in the first third of the movie, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and so what was it, that those long shots were important because they said, hey, this is important. You need to watch this right here. Something important's going on. And it seems like nothing important is going on. It's just two people. But it's not. It's two people and a ghost. Because those shots are reincorporated at the end of the movie. And those long shots, they're like, oh man, this is a super long shot. Why do they have this here? It's super boring. It's because later in the movie, we find out that there was a ghost
The
there.
hospital scene, there was nothing with the hospital scene.
Okay, I kind of like that though, how she like walks away and then
For 30 minutes, and then you hear footsteps, and then
I don't know, it wouldn't happen immediately. I was okay with that though, because it was it was a cool shot. It was
Could you imagine?
By the way, a beautiful movie. By the way,
yeah, it was really pretty. At first when I was first watching this, I was like, I think this guy was just like, hey, I got some pretty pictures in my head. There's no plot line to it whatsoever.
No, there's definitely a plot. There's definitely a plot.
No, I'm saying when I was first watching it, I was like, all this man had was some like pretty pictures in his head that he wanted to make a movie of, but no plot.
I like how some of the themes are like expressly stated in the movie. Like the one guy, the prognostic guy in the party, he was just sitting there. He has literally like a 10-minute long rant about how humanity's gonna die and nothing matters, and Beethoven's Ninth Symphony, and I love that scene. That was probably the best scene in the movie.
I think that was just the director. Like the director had a fight with someone about that one day, and he just included it in the movie just for funsies.
I liked it though.
He needed someone to...
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about the pie scene. Okay, I was so excited for this movie, and I kept hearing about this pie scene, and I was so excited. And I think I saw a little snippet of it, right? And it was
wait a second. There was nothing about the pie scene. There wasn't another thing about the pie scene.
There wasn't.
Screw
but that
the
was
pie scene.
No. But here's
Screw it.
But I appreciate it because if you read the trivia, she ate first of all she ate an entire pie. Second of all, she hated the pie. It's this gross vegan pie, and she's crying, and I believe that she's crying because it's actually just terrible. But I love that scene, just because it's so stupid. I was so excited for it, and it was just a scene of her eating pie. I thought it was gonna be a cool ghost special effect. Oh, I love how later on in the movie he lifts up the cup. And it cuts from him lifting up the cup to the cup just suspended in midair. Mm-hmm. That was really cool. There's just so many cool ghost things. I love this movie. I'm definitely going to watch it again now. Well, okay, I'm kind of biased. I went in this movie thinking, I'm going to love this. I'm going to love this. And I did love it. It's something I would make, and I'm so happy that I just saw a movie that I would make.
But would you like what you've made?
Oh, I love everything I make. Oh my gosh. I did. No, I genuinely enjoyed that movie. Throughout the movie, I was like, yes. Even during the boring parts at the beginning, I was like,
even during the boring part. No, future Adam. I just want to know. I'm calling out your bullshit right now.
No, I really like the movie.
No, during the boring parts in the movie, he'll just go I love this, and it just sounded like he was trying to convince himself because nothing would be happening.
Because I did love it.
Nothing would be happening,
and it's got time travel. It's got ghosts. It's got romance. I love all three of those things.
Yeah, the time travel part was pretty cool. I get why he did that, and I.
But what isn't it? What does it mean when it's the little girl left a note and Rooney Mara also leaves notes? By the way, why was his name C and her name M? I thought maybe Christ Mary. No. Can you think of anything that would mean?
Okay, get back to me.
All right. What's another thing I wanted to talk about? Oh yeah, and the whole he's in the hospital, and then there's just this big line of light, and it becomes a wall of white, and then you see he just stands there, and then he goes left after it closes, and Rachel said that was heaven, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. Because he opted to stay instead of going to heaven.
Because the whole movie is focusing. It's not... once you watch a movie, you'll understand what I'm saying. That it's trying to blur out the human life as much as it wants. So you can just pay attention to all the details of the ghost. Right? So obviously that is heaven. And he chose to stay so he can haunt. And he doesn't go back
But
to
here's the thing I'm thinking, is we see that white light, but what's the red light? I think the red light is the red light from the end. Remember when he jumps out the building? There's a big red light shining on him?
Okay, first of all, when the heaven opened, it was a white light, then it was a purple light, then it was a blue light, and there was a red light, and there's
No,
yeah, we'll
I think
watch
it was just
again.
red.
Nope, we can watch it again.
Then what does that mean? What do all the other lights mean?
It doesn't mean anything.
Heaven is colorful.
Yep, just heaven.
No, I don't think so.
No, it wasn't heaven. It was just club heaven, and there was a
club heaven.
there was a bunch of club lights going off.
I love this movie.
Okay.
I loved it. I'm gonna go 5 out of 5 ghosts. What do you think?
I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5 Ghost.
That's good though. That's a positive Rotten Tomatoes score.
Because I just I feel like when you look at the scores, like there's a certain extent of appreciation, and then like something that really changed you inside.
This changed me.
Yeah.
This is gonna go on my top 10 list, I think. Yeah. I'm so happy with it. Thank you for buying it for me. I love you. Why are you looking at me like that? Okay, but but yeah, I firmly enjoyed this movie. It lived up to my expectations. No, I've never got that. Like, why is that a thing that's there? Like, is this like in pajama pants? They have a little thing by your dingling, this little hole, and like you're like, what is it? So I could take my thing out? No.
Yeah, do boys not do that?
No. Why would we do that?
Take out your zipper and just take it out. That's why we have zippers and stuff.
No, you have zippers so it's easy to take pants off. Okay, I love ghosts, and I think I'm going to make my own ghost story movie because I was so inspired by this movie, and I could just steal the whole plot because it doesn't matter. No one saw the movie. Ha, 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 it's mine now. Casey Affleck, you're a rapist, and it was weird watching you look like Jesus in this movie and knowing that you're a rapist. So the whole movie, I'm like, yeah, I feel bad for the ghost, but he's also a rapist. Well, yeah, that's why he's not presenting at the Oscars anymore, because he was a raper. No, or a sexual offender, I know that.
Wait, what did he win last
year? Best Actor for Manchester by the Sea, which I didn't see because it looked boring. But this movie was cool. Like, if you're going to make a boring movie, at least make it about something cool like Ghosts, you know what I mean? So I'm interested.
You thought The Post was boring.
The Post was boring. The Post was so boring.
The Post was so important. It was so important.
No, it was so...
We're going to make another review.
Oh, yeah, no, you didn't get to make my Post review with me. Yeah. But yeah, what was it, though?
I think we're done now.
Wait, no, I want to keep talking about it. One more thing. What was the light?
I don't know, Hope.
Oh, wait a minute. The light, there was like a flash on the wall.
Yeah, the
wall that she puts her note in. And it's there before because there's a time loop. And that's just like, hey, your goal's here. That's why the light's there. Okay, I figured out the whole movie. I love it. What about CNM? Do you have anything for CNM?
No, Caucasian male.
So her name's Male. All right. Thank you, Adam. If you're not Adam, go watch this movie. It's great. Do you ever notice how my dialogue is all the way?
Yeah, but even when I talk loud, it's so small. Look.
I think my phone just loves me. I love you, phone. Love.
How loud do I have to talk?
I don't know.
Love. Wow, I have to talk that loud. This is how Adam talks all the time. Wow, you talk so loud.
All right, I gotta end this for 15 minutes. Thank you for buying me the movie.
You're welcome.
It's going in my collection. I love it. Okay,
Adam.
Love you. Adam, I love you more though.
Adam, I love you.
You're a narcissist. You're a narcissist, Adam.
Most. Okay,
this is all about me.
Yay.
Bye. Another thing I forgot to point out is that when she writes on the note, I'm happy that we don't know what's on the note. It's like the ending of Swiss Army Man or Lost in Translation. And the trivia was it says, "I know you are here," which would also be cool. And the director says that there's an inside joke that it just says "boo," and Rooney Mara quote unquote forgot what she wrote, which I think that's super cool. That's the last thing I want to say.
I still love you.
I also think that's a possibility, but I'm happy not knowing what it is. Are you happy?
Yeah.
Okay, that's it, Adam. I'm sorry. Bye.